Beast here, and very anticipated review of the FireBox stove here. A lot of my outings I've been doing lately, you guys have been leaving a lot of good comments on here. It does come with a little case in case you're using it for wood burning. It does keep your pack a little bit cleaner. But I was sent this in the spring by FireBox to do a review of, and if many of you guys have been following my channel, I wasn't really here much this summer. Wildland season this year kind of took over, and you know, I didn't have much time to do anything outside of wildland fire. And so I needed that fall and winter this year to kind of do a little more testing and to use it more before I did this review. And initially, you kind of think it's a little heavy. Even the guys at FireBox, you know, don't consider this to be, you know, a lightweight backpacking stove by any means. It is over 2 pounds. The little competitor that I'm kind of unfairly, I guess, compared against is that titanium caldera, which is basically 11 pounds, just shy of 11 pounds. And this is with alcohol and alcohol stove and 6 titanium stakes and all sorts of stuff that's in here. These outside covers that become cups and bowls. It nests in a 700 cup. But you'll also notice, if I get the scale out of the way, even though this is lighter, look at how much bulk and, you know, room this is going to require inside your pack. And that's kind of why as of late you guys have seen me on my short little jaunts where I've been taking this one. You know, one, I needed to get the testing done and you know, to put my thumb of approval on it for this review. But two, the form factor of this allows you to put it just about anywhere in the pack. If you can get over the fact that it's going to be a little bit heavier for the day, you know, it's a terrific stove. You basically pull these little sliders out, and that kind of holds the stove together. There's a base plate that snaps onto here. The easiest way I found to pop it off is just start unfolding it like a book, and the base plate pops right off. And then the rest of it is all hinged together. Your floor plate here, if I get it on camera, just falls down into the bottom and locks into place automatically. And so if you can get over that initial weight, it becomes a very versatile stove that you can use on the trail. And there are many different ways to set this up. I can put these closer, whether I'm using like a canteen cup or this Snow Peak 700. It easily goes wider. So if I'm using this in a emergency setting inside the home, say during the hurricane season, and I've got a larger pot that I may be trying to sterilize and purify water with, or if you're using this in the winter and you're melting snow for a larger group and you got a bigger pot, you're able to, you know, keep it extremely stable, where some of the smaller stoves out there, like the caldera, is very stove specific or pot specific. I have to carry the exact pot that caldera is designed for. So there you just saw the, I was trying out a sterno can, and I had a smaller pot on there just for testing purposes, but you know, sterno is a great gelled alcohol that you can keep around. Now it's not as hot a flame as you guys will get off some of the smaller do-it-yourself alcohol stoves that you can make. Yankee Prepper actually just did a video on that. But sterno is a great thing to store because it doesn't really go bad as long as you keep it sealed. It won't dry up. And it keeps things warm. That's the intention, is to put it under things at catering events to keep something just warm enough so that you don't get into the danger zone of foodborne illness. But it will bring water to a boil. And so if you don't have electricity or have a way to heat water, sterno is a great little option, and it works in this. Now that platform down in there, you can easily put your alcohol stoves that you make, like I said, and the sterno cans. If you're using it as wood burning, one thing that I like to do is, as the wood's burning down, if I'm not going to be feeding more wood in there, I will lower these rods to the lower position, and that enables me to get the cup closer to the coals. Alright, so pretty easy. The coals are getting a little bit lower.
I want to get a little more heat on this. I don't really need more wood, so I'm going to take out the two little cross timbers. And I have the wind block in the back turned down. A little warm, not too bad. I'm going to lower them to the next notch. I think it's a little closer to the coals.
Like I said, sky's the limit with this guy with your kind of imagination. It does have a windscreen that pops up. It still enables you to use the lower setting if you need to, which is more of an alcohol setting. You can try to get your pot a little bit closer to the flame. Like I said, I like to do it once the coals have died down because it allows me to kind of simmer and put my food closer to the coals and not have to feed any more wood. If you do have it in the upper position, this side that does not have the windscreen allows you to feed wood in from this direction, and you guys have seen that in some of the videos. I'll list a couple. I think they're mostly just making coffee out for the day, trying this thing out. But it's a terrific little stove, and it's extremely versatile. You can go to their website. I'll leave links down below. But if you're using it for fire burning, it does have this base plate. Most of the time, you guys have seen me. I just kind of set it on top. Let's crank it down here. A lot of times I'll start a small tinder pile, whether you're using fat wood or an accelerant or something, and I'll get it started here, and in the FireBox I will have a ton of sticks. And instead of trying to get my starter and get everything lit in here, I work from the bottom up. So I will make a little mini fire. I'll set this on top and I will let the flames come up through the grill. If you wish to raise it off the ground, there are a couple little shelves here, and you have to put it in a specific way. Get it turned around here. It's not quite square, it's more of a trapezoid shape, so you have to get it in the right way. But this can be used to catch your coals, so you can remove this and dump the coals out if that's an issue. You can also use this to raise like an Estes cube higher off the ground, or just keep it on a platform. But that is designed into that. They've got a lot of neat features that until you use the stove for a while you won't really think about, unless you go to their website and or their channel and you look it over. Highly recommended, whether you're just going to keep it around for emergencies or you use it car camping. It's a very cool stove. There are a lot of times there are restrictions with open fires, and many times they will allow you to have it in some sort of a container, like the FireBox stove. The other thing I found, even with wood burning, is the outside of the stove does not get that dirty. So when I collapse it down, all of that, ash and blackness does not get everywhere. Even though it comes with that case that you can put it in your pack, all of the inside is now trapped in that little sandwich, and the outside remains remarkably clean. But this has been Beast with the FireBox stove. If you have any questions, let me know. I do recommend going over to their channel, just because they have been using this thing for a very long time and have been coming with very creative ways to use it. But even for day little hikes, like I said, the bulk, I can slide this into a pouch, where it needs the entire pouch. Even though this is lighter by more than half, it's a little bit more versatile to use the FireBox. So, thanks for watching, guys. Be signing off.